Hello, welcome to the reading room. It's Sylvie here. Today we're going to do an oracle reading with, I have a tarot card in there too, but it's going to be about how to change toxic behavior that will make a difference in how others see you. Okay, I'll let you choose. So I'll move these over and we'll start with group 1 right away. Oops. Okay, let's see what you have, group 1. Oh, I'm going to place these because they're just going to be easier. They're just not all the same size. So for holding them makes it awkward. Okay. So the feel of this read. So how can I change toxic behavior that will make a difference in how others sees me? And that's kind of important, actually, how others sees us sometimes. Depends what we're doing, what situation. Well, the feel of this, what I'm getting, it has to do with emotions. And it has to do with supporting and being supported. I feel like there's a lot of issues dealing with the emotions, and a lot of knowing, and also when there's things coming up, how to handle them, how to handle situations, and so that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling it has to do with support or being supported mostly. Well, emotionally, like you have this way of knowing how things should be, or things should be fair, or maybe you're lacking. Let's find out. Okay, so it seems like this is what needs to be changed, and it's how you go about. How you feel when you go about wanting something from someone else. So it doesn't mean that this is not what you're doing. This is how you're feeling inside, internally. Like how you approach it, when you approach something, how you feel, And it seems like you're kind of like, you want to get the support, but yet it's just a minute, I'm searching for my words. So many thoughts at once. It's like when you want something, you kind of like take a back seat or a back approach to it. Like you kind of come up on the person because you don't really know how to approach them, but yet you're kind of a little bit aggressive. Like you're kind of like, you just jump in. Like you almost like you start off like just not really showing yourself, and kind of like, oh, there they are, and then bang, you're on them, and you're like, oh, this is how. And it's almost like you feel like if you don't get a hold of them fast enough, they're going to be gone, or they're not going to see you. And at the same time, you're not really showing yourself, so you're lacking like something in confidence, or maybe just to feel anxious, or there's something going on that makes you feel like you want to like grab a hold of them, but yet not be shown. It really, like, you're not celebrating enough of what's good around you, or you're not it's almost like there's a lot around you that's to be thankful for. Like, you have a lot inside of you to be thankful for. You have your strength, your calmness, you're wise. You have a way of being bringing goodness to others. You have plenty that people love about you. You have a bright future in front of you, but yet you're kind of negative towards it. You kind of like, you don't see it, or something's blocking you from seeing it, you're kind of broke up on that part, like, so either you had a broken heart, or like it could be in a relationship, someone damaged you in some way. I feel like we're talking, it's on your emotions, and how your emotions aren't intact, because they got broken up in some, and it's quite difficult for you to surpass that or get over it. So you don't approach people in a positive, confident way. It's mostly, behind, like I say, behind the scenes, and not really seeing what's good, what you have that's good, what you have that you can offer, and what you give out is, how that's one thing that you hold back, you block it, you hide it. So how do others see you? Because that's how you're feeling. Sorry, I got that one. Okay, sorry. How others sees you are they see you like the summer. So others actually see that you're really someone that is warm and loving and nurturing, and they love the being around you. It changes how they feel. They love the change, like the moods. So you're actually someone that people actually see in a really good light, in a really good way. They feel good around you, mostly. That's you bring in the warmth into the presence of the room or who's around you. You also have this knowing, like you tend to go with what you know, or go with what you feel, or go with it's like you flow through life with some type of knowing, or some type of, like, it's the energy that you bring, like you flow through things, like you have it's like when it's time to do something, you kind of like know how to do it. You have this way about you. But again, it has to do with, like, people don't really know you, or you're in the background a lot, and you come up, and then you shine, and you kind of like do things unexpectedly, or people don't really know what you're about, or what you're going to do next. I really feel like you have this unknown about you, and yet you flow through it, and you go with ease, and you bring your magic of the night, like, you just come through, and you're actually really honest, and you have this really strong presence. The people look at you, and they wonder, like, what are you doing? What are you up to? They do wonder all that stuff. And you're giving, like, they see that you give. So for them, they don't see you in a negative way. They don't see you in a bad way. It's you that feels like you're not comfortable around people, and because I feel like you're not in the norm of a lot of people, like, and I mean that in the kindest and nicest way, is you have something about you that's special, and you stand out a little bit when you come in. Your presence is strong, and you have this mysterious thing about you. When people look at you, they go, "Wow, what are they up to?" They don't read you. They don't see through you. They don't get you. So that is one thing that you could maybe work on, and be more open, so they do can get to know you better. But they do have a good feeling when they see you. They really feel like you're approachable, you're loving. Just I gotta fix something. Sorry. You're caring. Some people might be intimidated by you too. But you're giving, and you're fair, and you have all the good qualities. So what is it that you need to change? Like, what should you work on? Well, you should work on your gift. You have something wonderful to give. Something wonderful that you need to give is absolutely wonderful. Yeah, you need to work on this way of hiding, because you are hiding. And it's funny because, you know, you're in the box. You're in the box looking out, and here you're in the back on the shoulder, like, you know, trying to grab attention. You have to work on this part where you hide. You're in the moon, you're in the dark, you know, you're in the unknown. So there's a lot of you that's kind of secretive and not put out there, and you know, and people would like to know you more. These cards are new, so I just take an extra moment with my first read with them, and I just like to have more of the feel of the card. So it's like you're part of the universe. You're part of the cycle of what is it's like the energy, you put off, like the wisdom. Like, you're pretty wise, you're pretty smart, but you have a lot to give. Right here it showed like abundance of different aspects of your personality that is so accepted, and people want to know you, and they would love to have to know you in that way. And here it says to put yourself out there, to understand the energy, and to understand, to open up and let that honesty and that pureness and even the calmness that you have. But you have also this really huge nurturing side to you. Put some crystals in your pocket. Like, you know, get yourself a little piece of crystal or a little stone that's your favorite. And maybe I would say cleanse it, you know. You can always Google and see how you cleanse a stone. Put it out in the sun or out in the moonlight, because you're the moon. You represent the moon. So put it out on the full moon. Put it outside, and then keep it in your pocket, or put it in your little purse, or on your desk if you're. Depends, you know, female or male. Like, if you know, I know men don't have purses. Well, they do. They have those side ones. But anyway, off topic. Put it back. Put it in your pocket, and keep it with you. And it'll absorb a lot of the positive energies, and give you maybe some positive energies. It'll help you bring yourself out more. But you definitely have to work on not hiding so much, because you have so much wonderful things to give. Like let me go through that again for you if you need. You're wise, you're calm, you're strong, you're nurturing, and you have this way of seeing life that is so it's like pure and like crystal clear. And it's funny you have a crystal here, because I see crystal clear here. And also you have this way of having goodness around you, and you can give it to others want you, that part of you that is so good. So yeah, so I guess the only thing that you have to work on is opening up and not hiding, you know. Let yourself shine. Yeah, if you know how to balance the way you want to be, because sometimes you want to retreat, or you like to keep some things to yourself, or you're not that talkative, or you don't want to put it out there as much. Well, find the balance. You know, feel love and proud. That's what they say. So be proud of who you are and how you are, you know, and then speak your truth. There you go. Encourage others to speak their truth. Be honest. Be honest about who you are, and let them be honest in who they are. Be open. Let your truth come out, you know. So be proud of who you are. That's really an important thing. You know, accept yourself, honor yourself. This is the honor card, being proud of yourself and loving yourself, you know, and enjoying who you are, and let people in. Like, speak your truth, be yourself. That's basically it. And let other people be themselves, and it'll work out. You had a rough start, or you had a rough past, or something happened to you that made you feel less of a person, or made you feel like you weren't gifted, or maybe you were too different from others, or you didn't fit in, or there's something happened to you. Well, I would take that and just put it like tell it to go away, like poof, you're no longer going to exist inside of me, because this is passé. It's gone. I wouldn't give that situation or the people the power of controlling me, and I would put that away. And then I would move on to feel like, well, you know what, I'm comfortable sharing this, or I'm comfortable sharing that. And I would start off like that and start sharing, start opening up. And at the same time, bring out your confidence, so your truth, because you don't need to be afraid and you don't need to hide, and that's basically it. So I won't keep going on and on about it, because I think it's pretty clear. You need to balance yourself, and once you balance yourself, the sunshine will come out. And it doesn't matter what situation is happening, but the past is the past, and the future is so much brighter. There's like a lot more good that's going to come out of the future than the past. And the crow is looking in the future. He's not looking in the past. You see, he's telling you to just, it's now time for the future, no longer this past, This is a message from you. Oh, your purpose. Find your purpose. Or you have a purpose. Find your purpose. It's like you have so much to give, and you just didn't know how to put it out there, or you're afraid of being yourself. But they say find your purpose. Like figure it out. Like, what is it that you want to do, and go do it. Like, it's time now. But yeah, that's what it's saying. Find your purpose, and once you found what is your purpose, then you'll be able to open up so much easier, and so much better, because you'll have like an idea of what you need to put out there more. Besides that, this is right here to start off with, because this is pretty like sometimes it's hard to know what our purpose is. But besides that, just open up more and be yourself. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, so now we're going to go to group 2. Let's see what's going on with you. Well, first I'll place them. We have an extra card. Okay, so this is before I start, this is the what, and this is the feel of the read. Let's find out what's going on. It's what's going on in here, and it's about emotions. It's about feeling. It's a good feeling. You're going through life feeling pretty good, or you want to feel pretty good. So it's either one. Like, you've had in the past some pretty good experiences, and you've had some pretty good victorious moments, and you've also been celebrated quite a few times on things that you have done or who you are. So if it's not an outright celebration, then people have embraced you and have enjoyed you. Or if none of this is true and it's all the opposite, then it's the opposite. But it depends. I really feel like there's a lot of good. So I feel like the past has given you lots, and now you're headed to the future. That's how I feel. That's how I'm seeing it. But you know best. So what is going on? Well, you kind of like you stopped, or you kind of like something happened, and you're not pursuing it. So you're like on hold. You're like not really doing much. Yeah, you kind of like stop. You have so much to offer, and it's like you didn't continue. It's like you had a really good pass, and then the front's kind of like empty. You've been happy till then, and all of a sudden, what's going on? You closed up. Like you didn't open up to the possibilities. You missed an opportunity, or you didn't open up more, or something happened that you kind of lost your way. Because things were going really, really good, and it's almost like you lost your way. It's like you retreated or something, or you stopped doing, and you became careless or carefree, or you just do whatever, and you have so much to offer, and so for others to see you in a better light is to continue to put yourself back out there, to open up and go and create. And if you're an artist, or you're a singer, or you're like an artist that's a singer, if you're a painter, like, I mean, writer, doesn't matter. Like, if you have some talent that's in the art world of some kind, it's not time to stop. It's time to put yourself out there, you know. And this is stopping, because you're asking what's toxic behavior that you could change, that would make people feel better towards you, or would see you, how, you know, make a difference on how they would see you. Well, if you're on pause, if you're stopped, if you're not motivated, if you're not offering who you are, if you're not showing, people can't appreciate you for who you are, you know. So what is it? How do people see you? Well, they see that you could be doing so much more. You're someone who needs to put themselves out. Like you were almost there. Those who knows you know that you were doing something good, you know, or that you are doing something good and you're almost there, but you're feeling like you're not, you know, but they see that you are. They see that you stop, that you're resting, that you're taking time out from life. You're not. You're enjoying life in a different way. You've taken a change. You know, like, I almost want to say, and I almost want to say, this sounds maybe bad, but it feels like almost like you became somebody is kind of lazy, or became lazy, in the way that you don't have no motivation, you have no goals, you don't feel like it, things are too hard, I can't do this, I'm going to sit back and just really do nothing. You know, it feels like that. And other people are saying, that's a shame, we're almost there, but now they're just relaxing, they're just bumming around, they're just not doing, or they're not putting the effort in, you know, something like that. That's what I'm picking up. Yeah, but yet you have so much future, so much ideas to put out there, and it's so far away, because it doesn't look like you're going to move, and get going. So people look at you, and they see, oh, that's a shame, they're almost there, they were almost there, or oh, that's a shame, they're not doing what they could be doing, there still has a ways to go. Yeah, they're just laying back and enjoying life, but they're not using what they have. They're not using their potential. So people look at you in that sort of way. And that's what I'm getting. So what can you do about it? Like, what is it? What is it? You need to get out there and lead. It says out there and lead. Like, you're not leading. Like, you're not putting yourself out there, or putting yourself first, putting yourself your priorities out there. You know, like, you need to put yourself out there. And then you need to let your spiritual guides, let them help you, let them come in, like, let them guide you. Listen to your intuition, listen to what you want to do, listen to your thoughts in your head, you know. And because really listen to them and pay attention and focus, because that's once you decided to put yourself back out there and put your gifts back out there and create and get motivated again, just jump in and go ahead, that's what you need to do. And then this is going to change. Yeah, it's going to change for sure. It's going to free yourself. You're going to feel so good. You're going to free up yourself. So you just lost your way, or you were like thinking, oh, I'm done, or thinking I can't. I don't know. You were doing so good. So now the future is time for you to go back and enjoy what you were doing. Go back to the way you were doing things. Somebody stopped you from doing it. Follow your intuition. Let yourself flow through it. It really is stating intuition. It's stating that you have something to offer, and you have to share. You let your spiritual guides come in and help you with that, because let them send you your messages. Let them guide you. All your intuition is your spiritual guides talking to you or giving you messages, and you have a way of tuning into that, and you understand it. And they say that free yourself up, and go choose what you want to do. So they're talking about picking yourself up, get off the couch, stop watching so much TV, get off the computer, stop moping, that type of thing. Or, you're outside, you're taking fresh air, sure, but now you're kind of sleeping in the sun. Not that we had much sun here, but you know what I mean? Like, you're taking naps. So yeah, if you want people to see you in a better light, get moving and start creating, start being yourself, enough with the pause, and start leading and picking up your life. Lead your way, lead what you want to do, take initiatives, follow your intuition, choose a project, choose something to go do, something that inspires you. And the clue and the real truth of it all is what you were doing before, it still can be done. It's just that you get back into it and get going. Oh, we got an extra message for you. Let's see what's that. Oh, running. Yeah, it's time. That's what I get. It is time. Look at that. Look, you see that? You got the clock and you got yourself running. Right? So now it's telling you, the universe is telling you that it's open for you. It's time for you to get out there and put whatever effort you need to put in, or whatever you want to do. It's absolutely the time to do it. No more excuses. And then people will see you in a much better way. You just need to open up. Boundaries. Also set your boundaries. Yes. Set your boundaries. You have goals, or you have things you want to do, and they're your things. It's your life. It's what you want, and it's in front of you, and you want to obtain that, and you're able. But also set your boundaries. Don't let anybody come in and take it away from you, or try to direct you in different ways, or tell you how to live your life. Just because you can rest, you can take breaks, you can create whatever you want or not. Don't let anyone tell you how to live. Follow your intuition. Do what you feel. Choose your path. Choose your things. And set your boundaries so no one can push you around or tell you, because I feel like that's what they're trying to tell you, is maybe that's why you stop. It's because too many people were interfering, So if that was the case, then they say set your boundaries. And if you set them right away, then people understand what they're dealing with, and they understand how to react or act towards you. And that's huge. Boundaries are very important. It shows respect for yourself and others. The others have to respect you. And that's what I meant. And if you respect yourself, others will respect you. And to gain respect is to set boundaries of what's acceptable to you and what is not. And then, But basically, it's time for you to get going. And that will change your whole, the whole concept of how people see you. Okay? Okay, group number 3. Let's see what's going on with you. Blue rock. I'm going to put these up here. Okay, so I'm going to lay these down because they're all different sizes. A little hard to hold. Little hard. This one had an extra message. So this is the reading about how to change some toxic behavior that will make a difference on how others see you. So this is the feel of the read, I guess, and we'll start with the what. It feels like there's something that you know, or there's something higher, something. It's like there's something going on even bigger than what you think, or even more important than what you think. There's something going on that's in the background, or that you're aware of or not aware of. There's more factors involved in what you're dealing with. So let's find out what's going on here. So what is your issue? Love the darkness. Interesting. So you're into the rebel side, or what's taboo, or all what's in the dark, or you just like to be alone, or you're a person that has this like is moody and enjoys it, or you're feeling either or it's just being a rebel, or just being someone that's contrary to what others want, or you dabble into things that for you is interesting but quite dark for others. The sun that wants to come in. So there's the sun that wants to come in. It's like you need the sun. Like you're lacking the sun. The sun wants to come in. You're very tormented right now. You're argumentative. You're full of contrary ideas, or you push people's buttons the wrong way, or you like to have. I feel for some that you like to have devil's advocate, like being the person who likes to set conversations and take the unpopular side or something, on purpose, even go that far, like you're someone that don't know what you're saying and doing, and you just fly off the handle. There's different messages I'm getting, but regardless, it's more than you know. There's something bigger than you know that's happening here. It's not just the surface. There's deeper issues. So how people see you. Oof. They see that they see you dark. Wow. They really see you dark. They see that they see that you have something inside of you that's really taken a hold of you. Like they see that they see that you have this way of being that. I'm gonna put some sage in here. Sorry, this one need to change the air a little bit. So they see that you have something inside of you that's just screaming out to want to come out. To there's an issue, there's a problem, and people see that there's something that's going on with you that needs to come out. This is nurture your heart, your spirit, your soul. You have the white wolf with you. Your white wolf is your spiritual animal that has come to you to help you out. The moon is there, the unknown. to help you through, to work out issues. This is separate from what people see you. This is what I'm receiving. So people see that you have this way. And it's funny because you have like the dark and you have the light. You have the dark and you have the light. And you're full of emotions. You're full of emotions. So you're either very moody, you're emotional in a different way. Either you cry a lot, or you go off the handle, like you put out emotions, like you are always like, wow, this isn't fair, or this shouldn't be happening. You're really huge in the emotions, or you're feeling bad for yourself, and you think that the world's after you or out to get you. So this is a pretty heavy feeling, but that's how people see you. They see that you have this darkness inside of you that needs to come out. You know, you need help in revealing the good out of you, or bringing the positive. You're stuck in the negative thinking or something. That's how people see you. I'm not saying that's how you are, but that's what people are picking up on you, and they see that you have a lot of goodness, you have a lot of good, and you have a good soul, a good spirit, right? And you have a love of passion, and you are compassion, but at the same time you have this thing inside of you that is festering kind of thing, you know. It's boiling in there. So what can you do? Well, let love grow. Like, get out of the dark, basically. You know, let that sunshine come in. Yep. Love myself and others. See that? Unconditionally. Love a relationship. Love is what you need. You need to put out love. You need to feel love, live love, have love in your life, embrace love, embrace sunshine. If they say that you have so much to live for, and so much to put out there, and so much to give, and abundance wants to come to you. You are stuck in the dark. See, this is you. You have this. I'm going to put it more in perspective for you. This is the cards of what you're fighting, what you're working with, right? This is what you have inside of you that needs to come out. You see the difference? So once you bring this part out, you're going to have all the goodness in the world. You know, and that's what they're trying to tell you. The universe is trying to tell you that there's so much more out there. There's so much more. The High Priestess understands, understood what you're going through. So you have to open up and find what's good. Make a list, positive and negative, and see what's good in your life. Because you need to bring out that sunshine. You need to go out for walking outside in the daytime and go enjoy the fresh air. Open up like this one's doing. You know, open up to the sun and just let it come in. You have a guardian angel with you. He's there to protect you and guide you through it. So embrace love. Embrace, what is loving around you. Let that side of you come out. It's such a good side. I mean, it's okay. Yeah. So what's going on here? Yeah, make your dreams real. So you have make your dreams real. You have a lot of nurturing and a lot of it's almost like you're in tune with nature. You understand how it works. You're so deep, and that's where you're going wrong. Is you're so deep. You have such an understanding on how life works and how it goes, and you dabbled into the darkness in some way. And you kind of got stuck there, or you're stuck there, or you're thinking you're stuck there, and it's bringing out the moodiness in you, because you're combating both, like you're fighting against both sides, right? And it says open up. There's the key. Oh, just open it up. Open the door up. It's that simple. It's not complicated. It's just a matter of saying, okay, you know what? I'm going to go embrace life. I'm going to go embrace telling someone something good. I'm going to embrace going outside in the fresh air. I'm going to go do something that I enjoy doing. I'm going to fulfill my dreams. It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I'm going to go out and actually do it. You know, it's something like that. And just doing those small actions at the start will change the outlook on how people see you. That is simple as that. It's just the darkness has come in too strong for you. There is too much in your way that for you to see clear, and that's why you're constantly having this conflict inside of you, or you're having conflict with others. You know, you have to embrace who you are and just enjoy life, enjoy who you are. You know. Everything in perfect balance. That's what that one says. Everything in perfect balance. That's your extra message. It's saying that, you know, you can dabble and you can have some curiosity in the dark, or dabble in some things, but you need to have the light too. You have to have both. I mean, a balance between both worlds, or both ideas, or both ways, because there is something about, like myself, I love the moon, and I love there's aspects of the night that I just love. I love the fog, you know, I love the ocean and the fog, and walking down the edge of the cliff, and just taking in that air and the feel of the night. Doesn't mean that I don't love the sun, because I love the sun too. I love to have a nap in the sun. I you know, I could go out and sit there and just let the heat and feel it and love it, you know. So you can have both aspects. It doesn't mean it's bad, but what it's saying is that the dark took over more than the light, and you need to find the balance. And so I hope that helped. I'm going to pull out a card for the messages for whoa, it flew out. And normally I don't talk about what I like and what I do, but it just feels like this reading, I needed to say something to explain to you a little bit more, like that it's not, I'm not against the dark or the cards or the message isn't against it. It's just saying it, balance it. This is the rainbow. Find out what's bugging you, and you know, fix it, make it. You find peace with it. There's something that's bugging you. Figure it out, make peace with it, and move on. That's what it's saying. That's your message from your spiritual guide. Okay? I'm going to let that go. I hope that helped. Okay, let's see what's going on here. That's this. Oh, sorry, group 4. I'm going to place these down. And an extra message for you. 2 extra messages. Okay, let's see. So this is the feel of the read. This is the beginning, the what, and it's how to change toxic behavior that will make a difference in how others see you. Okay, so the feel of this is you can create whatever you want, or you're manipulating whatever you want. You can manipulate it in a positive way or in a negative way, but definitely the feel of it is manipulation, or being able to manifest whatever you want. It depends on up to you, like really what's in your life, of course, or how you see things, you know. So honor yourself. That is one thing that you need to do, that you're lacking, or that is that's causing some of your toxic behaviors, is that you're not honoring yourself, who you are. You're not embracing who you are. You're not understanding, maybe, or maybe you forgot who you are, but you have a lot of good in you. Yeah, it says take action in your daily that awakens your personal power. You know, like embrace who you are, basically. Enjoy who you are, because that's something that you need to do, and you haven't been doing, and you struggle with it. you have so much work to do too. You have a lot of work to do. You've done some, but you have a lot more work to do. And that's what's making people see you in some certain way. Yeah, make peace with your past. So your people see that you have issues and that you're holding on to them too long. Yeah. And you have Archangel Michael there. He's there to help you through it, help you deal with what's happened to you, and bring you courage and strength, and help you deal with your issues and not hold on to them. So people see, this is what people see, is that you're holding on to the past. You're not letting go of problems or issues, and so that stops them. That gives them a certain opinion of you, or gives you a certain way of feeling. I don't know. They see you in a certain light, and they see that you're just not comfortable with today's world, or now, or what's going on with you at the present, because you're too busy holding on to the past. And that stops you from honoring who you are, stops you from bringing in the light, from accepting all the goodness that you have to offer, and they see that where you're at. See, things will aren't flowing for you, but they will flow if you give them a chance. If you open up and give things a chance, life will flow. It says embrace your soul purpose and align all your aspects in your life to the fullest. See, you got to open right up. That's what I'm saying. Open up and let the flow of life go through you. That's what you need to change, is your way of thinking, the way of seeing things. Forget the past. Like, you need a new beginning, a new way of thinking. So you see this past right here. You see this past. You put it away. You make peace with it and deal with it, and because you don't give people that power. Like, you take your power back, and once you've taken your power back, you have help, right? And then you take that and you let it go. So you take those two. You take your power back, and then you let it go. Poof, it's gone. And make peace with your past, and then you start over, brand new. That's how you change, and that's how you change the opinion of others, how others are going to see you, is by embracing the future and letting go of that past. And the past, you have to hold on to the good things too, right? And with all the hardship, and you make peace with it, and you move on. And that's what I'm trying to say, is that pain, you make peace with it. And then we remember them in a good way, and that's what you need to do with your past. Make peace with all your past, and then hold on to all the good. Embrace the good. Maybe I'm preaching too much, but that's what I'm picking up in the card. Sorry. Because by doing that, instead of thinking of what I missed, and not seeing what was good, because this is the past again, it seems to be very hard for you to let go of that past and look into the future and see what's good in it, right? Open your arms to it. See, you have to turn yourself around and open your arms to the future, your journey. It's your journey to your happiness, transformation. See? Once you really have to make peace with that past is really heavy. And open up to the future, open up to the world now. Like, you have it in you. You have it in you. That's what's is toxic, is that you don't let go of the past. And people see that. This is your message, transformation. Oh my geez. Again, same thing, transformation of how you are, like change like a butterfly, meditate, celebrate and honor your who you are, have the passion of who you are, embrace it, live it, breathe it. I am me. I have all this wonderful things that I need to do. Bring it out. Transform yourself. Like you're in a cocoon and you come and you're going to put yourself out there and be you, and celebrate you and embrace you and live you. So you have so much to offer. So it says it's time for you to open up and change. So this is the big problem, and put it to rest. Make peace with it and then let it go. I know it sounds easy, but if you take your power back, that's your first step. All right, so I'm going to pull out a message right here from you and see what's going on. Oops. It's coming. It's just that it's in there. So it's specific. So, there it is. Seems to have two. Oh, generosity and survival. You're a survivor. You're a survivor, and you're generous, or you should be generous because you're a survivor. Be kind to yourself. Generous. I guess what it's trying to say is that. Be generous to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Embrace yourself and understand that you're a survivor, and you succeeded, and you surpassed it, and just be kind to yourself. Let yourself off the hook. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. Pretty heavy topic, pretty heavy subject for you. Okay, group 5, let's see what's going on with you. I'm going to lay these cards down. Just easier. Oh, an extra message. Oh, this one here. And another extra message. So this is the feel of the read, and this is the what. That's what we start off, like what's toxic, what's going on. Oh, and the question is how to change the toxic behavior that will make a difference in how others see you. Well, the feel of the read is that you're always but you look back a lot. You look back on it a lot, even though you're always doing, you're always giving, you're always there, you're always the one. You look back. Yeah, and you have others looking back with you. So, spring, it's like you need to grow, or to expand, or to start living, or it's spring. You've been sleeping, and now you're starting to wait to want to do something, or you're awakened, or you're it's your time to start. Release. Right there it says. Yeah, it's time to release. So it's time for you to expand yourself, to get yourself out there, to let go of the winter. It feels like you're at the beginning of that. So you went through some hardship and you started to heal, but but you're still in it. You're kind of like in that state, even though you feel like you've done progress, and you feel like you're starting to feel better and do better, and whatever hardship you went through. Yeah, it's you feel like you're still there. People still see you in that isolated cold chill of winter. They still see you in that, and or that's what whatever you choose will be correct. So they're actually like looking at you in such a positive way. Mm. Oh yeah, they see you doing so good in progress, and reaching out and trying to obtain what you want and what you're doing, and they have a good positive way. They see that you're supporting, you're being good. Like, so for them, they know, like, you went through hardship, you're still in that chill spot, but they're seeing it in a different way. They're seeing that whatever steps or whatever you're doing is in the right way, the right path. They're actually seeing you in a good way. For them, they don't see you toxic. So you're feeling it. You're still feeling it, but they don't see it. They don't see that. But they do see that you're whatever you're doing is right. You know? Yeah. You gotta honor your mystical creative force. So there's something inside of you that you're holding back, and you need to embrace it. You need to put it out there. Yeah, your own path, your own thinking, your own way. That's what needs to change. Is that it's all your way. You know, that's a hard way to go about it. That's a hard thing to do. That's a hard way. I mean, you're almost there. You're almost realizing that it's the hard way, and you're almost at that point where you're seeing it. But yeah, so to do things and be there and all that stuff. But that's a hard way to do it by yourself. So basically, not being alone or not taking on everything by yourself is only toxic part of yourself, and that's not even that toxic. We all we all take on challenges on our own a lot of the times, but they say that, like it's saying that doing it in your own way is not always. Sometimes a little help or listening to someone else may help you progress even faster. Yeah, because if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't heal yourself, you can't be there for others, right? So that's really something that you need to work on, because, well, you are working on it, right? You already are working on it. Yeah, and once you feel comfortable about who you are, then you can feel comfortable with others. So it's basically like, once, like, how you feel about yourself or in your own skin, it's going to come out, and you're going to be able to feel for others. But right now you can't take care of anyone else. You just got to take care of yourself, and no one's expecting you to take care of them. Even though you're always supportive, no one expects it. They want you to take care of yourself for sure. Yeah, and you're going to do it, you see, and you're going to manage it. So you're not that bad. You just the only thing that I see that needs to change is that you're alone. You're a loner. You do things alone, and it's hard. This is the hard way, and they see that you're doing a good job, and they're there supporting you. They support your dreams, or you support your own dreams. But however that works, if you opened up, like, if you have to take care of yourself, and if you opened up to some help or some advice to help you get better, then it'll be easier. But you're still doing good. It just would be easier. Yes, because sometimes you don't know what you're doing or how to go about doing something. Even your intentions are good, but sometimes you're not quite sure. You're not quite sure how to put yourself out there. How to show what you have, all the wants and the knowing. Like, you have so much to offer, and you're like, you need to put yourself out there, and sometimes you don't know how to control that, how you feel and how much you have to offer and put out there. It's hard, and it might be even come off a little aggressive, because it's such a powerful it's quite powerful. But also, here they talk about your connection to the divine, and how much you are with them, or how strong your faith is too. Sometimes you don't know what to do with it. Sometimes you don't know how to go about it, or how to reconnect, or how to it's something that you're lacking. And that's why they say that get some help, because you're almost there on your own. You just need a little boost, and people see you in a good light. So I repeat myself, but that's, they're not seeing you in a bad light. Oh no, this one. Protection. Yeah, protection. Definitely. That's you expanding yourself and protecting yourself, and others will protect you. So you have I don't know if you can see that, but there's you and there's other birds or other little divine, spiritually guided in some way, or they could be just simply family and friends, right? But other than that, they're there for you. They're there to protect you. The balance. Oh, this is see, be kind to yourself. There's a little deer there. Be kind to yourself. Understand that you're a great force. That you're a great person. That you have so much to offer, and so you're so good, and so grounded, and so blessed that you need to see it for yourself. Look in the mirror and embrace who you are, and put that balance in your life. So that's what you're missing, really. Is just embracing who you are. Okay, so I'm going to let that go.